What's up, everyone? Welcome to PACE 2020 Online Super Mario 64 120-star relay race. This time between Team SimpJones, coming off a hot win in the previous round, versus Team Dwhatever. This time being led by Mizkif and MitchJones, respectively. I'm Electric, coming this race this time with I Am Not a Cola.
What's
How are
up?
you doing before this one? What are your thoughts going into this one?
Oh my gosh, I have just been a rush of emotion for the last 24 hours. Obviously, I think everyone knows what happened last night with Simply breaking that 120-star world record by 15 seconds, coming out of nowhere with the fiery hot upstairs, and he'll be on Tippy, I assume. He was on Tippy for Team SimpJones last time. And obviously, these first two races have been insane. I'm still reeling from the Celeste race earlier. We had a world record set in the no grabbing category in a race in a charity marathon. I mean, I don't think you can get better than that.
Yeah, any world record set during a marathon is a high point for sure, but I think these runs will also be a nice high point. Mizkif coming off of that unfortunate earlier start, I think he's going to be doing a lot better this time around. Interestingly, it looks like he's changed camera angles, changed his clothing entirely. Almost looks like a completely different person. Not quite sure there.
I don't think he realized that they were supposed to start. So we're gonna...
We got his timer not quite running. It's a common live split mistake. You see, there's an option called global hotkeys, and if that option is turned off, then you have to be clicked on live split for live split to start up when you hit the key to start it. And it looks like he's just now realized that, and he's just going to start the timer with the Lakitu flying around.
All right,
we'll just add 30 seconds later, I guess.
We'll figure it out. I'm relying on you, chat, to let everybody know why Team SimpJones has a 25-second disadvantage. Anyone who's just coming into the stream, let's just tell them that it's because we're cheating to help Team Dwhatever win. Real quick, I have 2 donations during that intermission. Anonymous donated $5 with the message of a heart, so thank you very much. And $10 from username Because. All right, well, thank you guys very much for your donations. Keep them coming in, raising money all weekend long for COVID-19 relief. And we're going to have a very fun weekend full of Mario for you, so let's see what these runners have in store.
And during those donos, unfortunately, MitchJones taking a time loss due to missing Lakitu skip. Let's see, Mizkif is able to get bomb clip with a very scuffed camera angle there. One thing that makes bomb clip a lot easier is realizing that when you intro into the stage, the timing for camming is fairly precise. Like, if you cam too early, you'll end up having Mario have the camera be like way off to the left, and you'll have a lot of trouble getting to the bridge. And if you cam too late, then the camera will end up actually being like way more overhead, and it's not usable then either. Mizkif there camming a little bit too early. I personally will wait until like the second beat of the music comes in and then like hit the C left and C down buttons. And that typically will result in a good camera angle. Now, both players making their way to the slide. I'm going to predict a 13-4 for Mizkif and 13-6 for MitchJones, having a little bit of an issue getting in the painting.
Way to the right there. That's going to end up being like a 14. That's unfortunate. Mitch.
14-1 for Mizkif.
That's gonna be a hot 13-2.
Very nice. Co-commentator, much better predictions than me. My crystal ball is very, very foggy today.
Well, I also had the benefit of looking at the first half of the slide, so not quite unbiased.
All right, now headed into Whomp's everyone's favorite stage. And of course, in this category, you got to do every star here. And every star is just a bundle of fun, including this first one, Cannonless, that Mizkif is going to ignore in favor of 100 coin.
All right.
Looks like MitchJones is probably going for Cannonless first.
Yeah, he's going Cannonless, just getting it over with, because there's a lot of backups for Cannonless as well. And he's going right for it!
OG Cannonless! Oh, 2 races in a row! What is happening? He's off screen. He's just handing the controller to Aki or someone. Like, That's just ridiculous. Twice in a row, 2 separate races.
Well, I'd say that makes up for Lakitu skip, no?
Yeah, a pretty good time save there. Mizkif having a ton of trouble getting through this 100 coin cycle. He's got his red coin though, so he's just gonna ignore the wooden plank now and instead go over to this other wooden or stone ramp here.
Yeah, usually runners will, as you guys know, kind of climb up that shoot into the wild blue area. He instead went around and then had a lot of trouble getting on the wooden plank, and you can see there another issue.
Jeez.
So Mizkif has been struggling in these last few races.
Yeah, when you play on an emulator and you have to deal with these areas without notches, things can get pretty hairy.
And you can see he lost out on the blue coin there because it despawned. So he's gonna have to find some backup coins. I assume a Whomp, maybe?
Oh, taking a block off on that moving platform.
He did that exact thing in the 12 o'clock race and fell into the cavern and took a death, and that's what got Team Dwhatever so far behind. Thankfully, he avoids the death there.
Oh, and he doesn't know there that if you wall kick with the box in your hand, it breaks the box. So the strat there is actually you pick up the box and then run into the wall and wall kick off of it, and then collect the coins with the jump from the wall kick.
Mitch, on the other hand, collecting Owlus, it looks like. So he's off to get 100 coins.
All right, Mizkif finally done with this 100 coin adventure. MitchJones on a much better start, it looks like. Let's see how he approaches this blue coin area. He's not going to offer the side flip wall kick. So you're going to go for OG Cannonless, but you're not going to go for a true half cycle even, or a full cycle 100 coin.
What a guy.
He's just taking the standard late cycle. It's respectable for sure. I mean, he got OG Cannonless. Like, that's just inherently respectable. Oof.
And I don't know if that blue coin spawned. We'll see if he's able to get it. As Mizkif going for Cannonless, he misses it. So he's going to get the back up shooting the wild blue.
Oh, he grabs the pole even. He can't get out of that little box. But he's finally there.
Giving the fans a bit of a show.
Yeah, that's why you want to land on the platform and then slide kick. You can't pole grab during that slide kick. We got Mitch on top of the Whomp. A much nicer ending than what Mizkif was able to get. And Mizkif, another Cannonless attempt here. He's going to adjust his position a little bit.
There we go.
There he goes.
Oh, nice.
You don't see many people camera turn like after the punch like that, but it works out for him.
Pog U's out in chat for these runners. They're happy to see Miz get Cannonless there. He's certainly been on an adventure in Whomp's Fortress today.
Yeah, he's taking that really, really comfy movement over to the big Whomp there. We're just crushing this guy's hopes and dreams.
Well, I won't gravel or grovel. Sick ref me, thanks me.
This just has to go. This just goes to show you can't take what you have for granted, or sorry, granite. We got MitchJones with the side flip getting up the slope there.
Little issue with the tower, but he's going to take the backup strat.
And Mizkif with the Simply cosplay here.
Right?
Someone must have donated enough channel points in order to get the Go Shirtless incentive funded.
Alright, well, Mitch is off to Jolly Roger Bay. Completely blanked on the name because we don't go there in 70 Star.
But first, a quick stop at the Aquarium.
And of course, Aquarium is everyone's favorite star, full of action. As Miz looks like he's going to go for Owl here.
In a very interesting way of going for it. I think he didn't mean to take that ledge grab there.
And assume not. OLS only saves like 5-10 seconds, right?
Yeah, it's only about a 4 to 5 second time save, and it's really only due to the lag from having to view the start cutscene with the tower in the background. But of course, if you miss it once, like you at best will lose like 7 or so seconds. So missing it once will just completely negate any potential time save there. And the owl strat is very consistent once you've grinded it and understand like when exactly to wall kick, how to make sure that your speed is killed. One weird thing with the owl is that if you have any speed when you go into the jump into him, that speed will be preserved when you let go of him as well. So if you run really fast when you jump into him for some reason, that speed will be preserved, and then when you let go, you'll just go flying away from the cage and not understand why.
That's why that happens. Yeah, I always have trouble with that because sometimes it just drops me like way off in a different direction. Good to know.
Yeah, you got to make sure that like you hit the ground and are neutral for like a couple frames at least, and then go ahead and jump with no speed whatsoever, and you'll always just drop into the cage. Some nice aquarium stars coming out from both of these players. Swimming is just slow flying for this game, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Alongside rhythmic A pressing that has to be just extremely precise. You can easily lose little bits of time to just pressing A little bit late, but especially when you miss a swim by pressing A little early or way too late, that's whenever you lose mega time.
Mitch opting not to go for sub clip there. I assume Miz will also go OG route. And since we're doing so much swimming, is this a good opportunity to tell everybody about the charity we're raising money for?
I would say so, since swimming is a little bit slow.
Yeah,
but the progression of the virus is a little bit faster.
Ah, good one. Well, as you guys know, we are raising money for the Hackensack Meridian Health COVID-19 Response Fund. Thank you to all of the healthcare workers and caregivers over at Hackensack for taking care of patients and fighting this pandemic that is affecting everyone throughout the world. Every gift goes directly to the Hackensack Meridian Health COVID Response Fund, and the money raised helps support immediate patient care, fund critical needs of their team members, and support research for COVID-19 treatments. Just $3 pays for a N95 mask for their healthcare workers. $10 pays for an antibody test to help research better treatments and a cure. And 100% of the funds raised here this weekend are going directly to the COVID Response Fund and work to help save lives. So if you can, please donate to this very worthy cause. As you guys know, COVID affecting us all. Really, no area of the world has gone unaffected. So please help us raise money to get rid of COVID for good and help protect those that are fighting on the front lines in the healthcare industry.
Yep, a noble cause indeed. So whatever you can contribute is always incredibly valuable and appreciated. We got both players just working their way through JRB. It's interesting how these segments for these players is a little bit unfamiliar territory, a little bit familiar territory, being mostly 16 and just kind of dipping their toes in the 70 star. Both of these players aren't super familiar with JRB, but they're managing things really, really well, especially MitchJones with his JRB 100. He's definitely put some time into this.
Yeah, JRB, I mean, it's a finicky stage. There's a lot that can go kind of wrong, not a lot that can go really wrong. But certainly a stage that requires a lot of precision. You mentioned those A presses. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of A presses that you just have to hit so precisely to get them right. And obviously a lot of control on, you can see Mizkif's side, trying to collect the ring of coins. These shells can be finicky.
Mizkif is just holding the A button for some of these. When you see Mario like actively just flutter kicking, that's just Mizkif holding the A button there. In part because it's hard to get these rings and get the rhythm down for those rings. You have to like lose a few swims for like optimal ring collection. It's like you collect about 5 or so coins and kind of stop yourself mid-swim and then turn around and collect the other 3. Like it's certainly an art form.
And you got those vertical coins, or the vertical rings, which are definitely an art form. We see a lot of that in DDD as well. Or you kind of have to collect one side and then come back and get the other because it's just too time-consuming to try to get it all in one go.
And we got Mitch navigating his way through that ring pretty nicely overall. Meanwhile, Mizkif in the cave. Oh, getting messed around with by one of the rock pillars here. And those stone pillars will end up being turned into solid steel bullies later on in a couple of courses, forged by the fire of lethal lava land.
I have some breaking news if I can find it. Team Captain Simply has just relayed, quote, "Yes, Mizkif's gameplay is an art form, lol w." So a little bit of trash talking from the captain. See if he can back it up later in this race.
We'll see if these strats pay off.
Of course, these guys are going to be done as soon as they finish up here in JRB, and then we're going to pass it on to the next runner. They're going to grab 16 stars. One left in Princess's Secret Slide, and they're going to head over to Wing Cap.
Oh, Mizkif falling off the bridge there. And you could tell he is not happy at all about that.
Oh, no kidding. I wouldn't be.
He's just running all the way back around, not trying to jump up and ledge grab on any of those other sides there. But there's like no actual lamb without one. He almost fell again, and you could see on his face there the dissatisfaction. And meanwhile, MitchJones just cruising through the stage. The 100 coin, a distant memory for him.
Mizkif is feeling some emotion, that's for sure.
It looks like a Tyler 1 clip or something that we're seeing here.
Mitch off to collect some chests that are not in a current. Trying to think, I don't think I've ever actually called a 120-star race. I'm so used to calling 70 for GSA. I'm not even used to coming here.
Yeah, 120-star races end up being a little bit few and far between. In part because there's such a time commitment, and in part because they're so much more RNG dependent due to all the coin stars and other stars that can just be a nuisance sometimes with some of their movement. Like 70 star, you already have a few stars notably that can lose you a lot of time, like especially stuff like CCM 100. But in 120 star, those time loss stars are just amplified. There are so many more and so much higher time losses that you can encounter from one star just not going your way.
Right, and I mean, we obviously skip a lot of those really long, really risky stars in 70 simply because we don't have to do them.
Not bad.
Okay, the cannon shot.
Oh,
Mizkif misses the cannon shot, unfortunately. A little bit too high, it looked like.
That's okay, he has a backup. And Mitch, all done. We're going to hand that program off to our next runner.
We got OG Cannonless 2 times in a row.
All right, Guy Knight on the slide. He's going to be getting a 12.8. Nice.
Nice work.
Keeping right on line with the script.
Guy Knight is an excellent runner. He's quite experienced in the 70 and 120 star categories.
He's one of the many younger players of the game that are just completely tearing up the leaderboards and really advancing a lot faster than they have any right to. Like these are the players that you're going to be hearing about getting insane times within like the next couple of years, like dipping down into low 47, maybe even 46 territory, along with players like Dwhatever. We got Guy Knight roll out onto the star for the tech skip there.
Nice work. Always love to see that.
Mizkif has his 17th star there. Guy Knight advancing into Bowser in the Dark World.
Definitely one of the more finicky stages. We can account that even watching the best players in the world, a lot can go wrong in this stage.
We had some runner interference there. It looked like MitchJones on Mizkif's stream there. Not sure if that's strictly allowed in the tournament here. Gainai having good elevator movement in Dark World here, advancing to the later part of the cycle. This green road movement can be very difficult depending on how exactly the amps end up lining up for you. Gainai going to be going for Poverty Shake movement here, and he does manage to land the POV cycle here, gaining a little bit of time over standard cycle actually.
Looks like we've got
nice ending.
Looks like we got Dome. Not sure if that's how you pronounce his name.
Dome.
Dome.
Otherwise known as Dump Dome.
Aha. I was wondering why he was marked as Dump on my cheat sheet. But he had a bit of a rough go there in Princess's Secret Slide. He's off to the wing cap. Kind of finding himself in a bit of a hole at the start of this race. Obviously, Gainai with a very clean Dark World, and Dome has just missed the 2 bottom red coins. That's a huge time loss. So we got to see the back half of Team Dwhatever really do some work to try to catch up.
Oh, and he misses those 2 coins on this pass. Let's see. Okay, he's got one of them. Meanwhile, Gainai waiting for the key to be grabbed. Dump Dimmadome. Owner of the Dumpsdale Dimmadump.
Man, coming in with the fire.
Unfortunately, no face cam available, so we can't see the tall hat.
Well, no, that is the face cam. It's just the hat is blocking. He has gone for the save and quit strats.
All right, interesting play here. We'll see if it pays off. Now he's going to be advancing into Dark World, it looks like. So, unfortunate time loss there is Gainai advancing deep into Bob. Going to be headed on up to fight King Bob-omb here, rather than King Whomp. See, King Whomp, Mario just ground pounds him until he explodes. In this case, Mario just throws him on the ground until he explodes. And Dum taking a burn here, so he's going to be having to start out Dark World on this kind of backup cycle here. His movement looks pretty good, though. The jump dive, rollout.
Lost a little bit of speed there.
Yeah, that was definitely a failed speed kick. He neutraled out too early. So one of the advanced techs in this game is referred to as a speed kick, where when you have enough speed that pressing B should result in a dive, you purposely reduce your speed ever so slightly by throttling the analog stick, and it makes the B press result in a kick instead. And so in order to do a speed kick, you want to land on the ground with a fair amount of speed, then release the analog stick, or simply reduce it if you want to maintain even more speed, and then press B. And so in that case, he just released the analog stick before hitting the ground, and that's what caused the problem.
Gainai gonna go for Koopa the Quick here. He's gonna slide back down and get the pink Bob-omb to open the cannon so that he can shoot to the sky, and Mario wings to the sky. You know, it's been a while. I've completely forgotten the names of the stars.
Reduce with your analog stick. Pepe hop. Yep. Pepe D.
Well, as Dup collects that key and Gainai goes back to the top of the mountain to talk about how much he just beat Koopa by, I actually have 2 donations coming in. We have Thomas Crow with $3. Thank you for that N95 mask, Thomas Crow. He says, this is for Mizzy Wizzy and Mitchy Witchy. And we also have one of the team captains, Simply, dropping $100. Thank you very much, Simply, with the donation message, and I quote, "Yo." What's up,
Yo.
Simply?
Just Simp W in the chat if you got him. It's the only appropriate response. Right, Dum working his way now into Bob as Gainai makes significant progress here.
It looks like yo is also an acceptable response. Gotta love our Twitch community.
A little bit of a weird camera angle there, although that might have been intentional. Failed the triple jump there, so has to back himself up. That fence can be kind of hard to triple over. If you do it a bit wrong, you can end up bonking off the fence, and you'll just fly in the opposite direction. And so he narrowly gets on the island, but he's able to maintain some speed with a rollout there.
That's cool. I guess it never occurred to me to do Skybox trick with the Mario wings with a Sky Star. Obviously, that's quicker. It's just, I don't know, never.
He just flies right under the star. So much speed. She a just incredible player that you're gonna actually see later on Team Dwhatever. He was going for the hyper speed flying strat where you can fly with a ton of speed, but it's really difficult to build up that speed. For this star, the secret star, and he ended up flying under the star just like that. Like he got the strat, he was pretty much done. He just had to hit the star, and he just flew right under it, and it ruined the time. It's so unfortunate. Like I don't think he even bothered to grab the star after that. He was just so disappointed, which is it's so understandable. Like, okay, Dum-Dum has the good time here, the 19.1. He's gonna go ahead and open up his cannon.
Getting a wing cap there, so that's gonna help him shoot up to the mountain. Gonna get hundreds and reds here to finish up Bob.
All right, we got Guy a little bit of an issue with the coins here on the shell. Playing chicken with the chain chomp there. This Dum-Dum just has to wait around a little bit longer for the Koopa to come up here. He's not going to treat us to a view of Mario's polygons, though, as some other players would do. Chain chicken. All right, I'm going to stop you right there, chat. I've got to be honest with my chat. We're not going to be pulling out that meme today. We're Dum-Dum with a nice sky jump there for secrets himself. Oh, the Chris emote's coming out in full force now. And Dum-Dum flying over the top secret there.
Oh yeah, he's going for secrets. I'm watching Guy and I'm like, oh, smart caller to miss the secret. Nope.
And Dump at least is able to ground pound onto the star.
Yeah, not much time lost there.
Like when you're flying with a ton of speed, it is so hard to control Mario precisely. So like it's completely excusable to miss the star.
Quick question, are the coin spawns on the stumps completely RNG, or are they determined somewhat by your movement?
The 5 coins spawn when you run around the stump 3 times, but the spawn acts like if you spawn the coins from breaking a box. So like they are a random coin spawn, and that the velocity of the coins is completely random. But it's always reliably triggered by running around them 3 times.
Alright, I gotcha. I wasn't sure if like you took a certain angle or you're fast enough, maybe you could get them to stand on the log and be faster.
No, they're governed by the same RNG function that governs other coin spawns. So anytime you spawn coins, the random number generator in the game is called 3 separate times, once for the X, once for the Y, and once for the Z velocity.
Nice.
And so like you can actually get some like really, really weird coin patterns on occasion, but they're so rare that like ultimately the RNG in this game results in more so like skilled play. Like you have to account for little variations in coin movement. It very rarely will present you with RNG that you just can't deal with properly, and you lose tons of time too.
Nice.
We got a slide skip coming out from Guy here.
Excellent job. He also collected wall kicks will work a moment ago.
And he missed the moonwalk strat he was going for there. You have a bunch of speed coming off the slide, and you can either roll out with that speed and hug the wall kind of, and it's decently fast, but what he was going for there is you can make Mario fall off very briefly off the corner of that ice bridge and then like fall right back onto the bridge since the corner is so short there. And he'll still maintain all of that speed, and you can direct him right at the door. But Guy unfortunately didn't quite clip where he wanted to.
Meanwhile, chat is giving you no breaks, bringing out the simp act.
All the simp acts, the fingers just waving all at me in chat.
Guy is going for some backup coins, it looks like. He's got 34 coming into the penguin race.
I think he's going to be doing the slide strat here. Let's see. And I think Dump might be trying to do this weird star spawn glitch here, but I don't think he'll be able to. Yeah, no.
Good try, though.
All right, and Gainai ended up, if he was trying to go for that slide try, he ended up aborting it. He has way too many coins now. Let's see, 89 or some on coins. He should be able to.
Here in the slide. Oh, no, he didn't get enough.
Okay, so it's not going to be that big a deal since he avoided a bunch on this ice bridge, but he will be losing a few seconds here.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be anywhere near as bad as Dump-Dome's time loss earlier when he had to go all the way back up the slide.
No, not at all. I almost thought it was almost just worth redoing 100 coins at that point.
Yeah, the real strat there would have been to like go outside and finish red coins.
Yeah.
So you can get your 100 coin star out there and then go ahead and just get red coins instead, but that's a backup that you have to have practiced at some point, and it's kind of an esoteric backup.
Right. Perfectly clean wall kicks will work though on our right. So good job by Dup.
Using that beautiful advanced strat.
Yeah, Gainai hit the backflip wall kick but had to go for the backup because he didn't have enough height when he did it earlier. Meanwhile, Gainai trying to go for red coins here.
And Gainai slide around on his belly here. Kind of misses this red here. Optimally, you want to like try to maintain your speed and do a really tall jump there.
Chat giving me a little bit of grief for saying clean. Thank you to all 5,345 people tuning in for this race. We've had some huge numbers today. And as we are getting into Saturday night prime time, those numbers are only going to go up, so stick around. Lots more SM64 coming around.
All right, let's see if Dump is able to go ahead and get this moonwalk here. And losing all of his speed against the wall there. I'm not quite sure what happened.
It's Me The D has donated $3, saying, doing what I can with what I got. Thanks for setting up this dope event for a dope cause. Thank you very much, man. We appreciate anything you can chip in. You know, obviously, hard times economically for a lot of people. So we definitely appreciate donating what you can, if you can.
All right, let's see this last star in CCM from Gainai here. The Snowman's lost his head star. Kind of interesting. Like the only governing rule for that star is that you pass a checkpoint located in the middle of that like wooden bridge area of the mountain. And as long as you pass that one checkpoint, then the snowman's head will end up following you to this point, as long as you're like at this ending point when the snowman's head gets there.
Yeah, I think it's roughly quicker to go around, just I assume because of object loading, but I mean for the half a second time save that causes, obviously not worth it to do it in a run. Because there's more of a chance of messing up, whereas with that route, there's pretty much no chance of messing it up. Gainai all done, we're on to the next runner. Doesn't have a face cam, so we don't know who it is just yet.
And Dumdo, meanwhile, going through 100 coin. Also going to be doing the slide skip route, it looks like, or at least collecting the coins for it.
It's Sig! The old school runner, Siglemic. One of the OGs, a former 120 star world record holder. Super great to see him come out of semi-retirement to support this excellent cause here at PACE 2020. As part of a huge race last year at PACE. So we thank him for his time. And he's got a bit of a lead.
And we got Dump-Dome pulling off the slide skip in CCM successfully.
Gorgeous. He's
alongside Siglemic pulling off the Siglemic, hopefully. We'll see.
Alright, that's redemption. Excellent job.
Beautiful slide so far. Having to mess around with the penguin a little bit. That angle was a little bit scary, long jumping back into the slide, but Siglemic taking a fall, trying to take a really, really risky wall kick there. It's a little bit of a mistake, but that's totally okay. He's got another shot out of here. And he's having trouble like redirecting his momentum there. He's not opting for the like kind of jump dive that I've seen other players go for. He's on kind of a weird part of the cycle here, but he's able to go ahead and start making things work for him. Opting still for these wall kicks, kind of aborting it here. Just playing things nice and cool. But let's see. It looks like he is going to still go for the triple jump here. And there it is. The Siglemic in all of its glory.
And we've got lots of hype for Siglemic doing the Siglemic.
A ton of Siglemics coming out in chat now.
You love to see it.
All right, now let's see what Sig can do in basement in this run here.
We've switched over to, I think this is going to be Chubby running for Team Dwhatever. If my memory is correct. Ah, it's Karen. It's Chubby next.
Yeah, this is going to be a really, really close race, I feel like, between these two. Karen really, really notable for his basement here.
And he's got a lot of ground to make up, so we'll see what he can do. Siglemic going for the first of his 2 pillarless attempts. Doesn't get the tump, that's okay.
He's got a nice glitchy double jump there and
nice.
a nice single jump up to the pyramid. So really, really nice and quick setup there. Not taking it quite as safe as you possibly could. Right after the glitchy double jump, you can ground pound to make things a little bit safer.
Oh no, you don't get this. Do the second plus because you do 100 coins with pyramid puzzle. That's right.
Yep.
That's my 70 star showing. Don't mind me.
At least you weren't talking about LLL Lava Boost or something. All right, now Karin heading back into the basement through the doorway, taking a little bit of a different route than Sig here. He gets this side flip this time around that he didn't get last race.
Sig completing a very nice red coins.
And a beautiful MIF scrap coming out from Karin as well. Just already showing, like, really flexing his muscles on the start of this segment here. Let's see this plus attempt. Very, very fast standard plus here. Not quite a Tama, but it doesn't need to be. That was extremely fast going in.
I don't think I've ever seen a faster standard plus.
That was such a weird camera angle too, like way off to the right. It's really uncommon to see.
I wonder if he was just trying to maybe not load some objects? If that was his thought? That's just how he feels comfortable lining it up? I don't know.
Who knows?
He's going to go for Condor Star here.
Yeah, and it looked like his single jump wasn't quite what he wanted, so he had to take a quick dive there, but really nice reaction time.
Sid coming in for hundreds.
You're getting a really, really intense coin spread. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Like, it feels like enemies have more volatile coin spawns than like 10 coin boxes or cork boxes, but like any coins that spawn from like something that you break open, they just can go flying sometimes for no good reason. And in 120 star, it can really get in your way. Like the most obvious example is coming up later on, HMC 100 coin. At the very end, like blue coins can stay on top of platforms and cost you a lot of time having to run up and get them. We got some nice flying coming out from Karin.
Condor giving Siglemic some trouble.
Kind of interesting, Karin taking a very direct route through the maze here. Doesn't want to take any chances with his reds. Meanwhile, Sig just grinding through 100 coin here. Taking a really nice slope dive there to jump his way into the pyramid. I've always really liked that like canceled ledge grab there to instantly fall into the path of the coins that you want to grab. And then that movement on the like raising and lowering thin platforms has always been really cool too.
Yeah, there's just so much gorgeous movement here in the pyramid, and really in this 100 coin star in general. Sig's gonna have to get a backup Goomba.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think.
Deal.
I'm trying to think. It might have been Sig who did this, but I remember a long time ago seeing a runner accidentally jumped a little bit too high to collect a coin there. You see, he stays on the ground to collect that coin. If you jump, you can actually, because the star spawns, I don't know, however many units above you, it's actually possible to get the star to spawn exactly in that platform, which I've seen somebody do before. I think it might have been Sig.
I can believe that. This game is full of just random jank like that. Noisy did that too. I can see that. Yeah. Right now, Karn is going to be making his own way inside the pyramid here. As Sig heads to the shining atop the pyramid. Nope, he's going to be headed inside the pyramid one more time. My bad.
Yep, gotta fight IROC.
We got the topless strat coming out here. Called such because we do not use the top of the pyramid even though we're supposed to.
Shouldn't cause the runners too much difficulty, although Karin missing that row of 5, having to go back and get it. It's gonna lose him some time.
That's an unfortunate time loss there, but really nice backup movement there. Moving Mario on a steep slope like that can be really difficult. And Sig showing IROC what for. Not quite a super hard boss fight, but I gotta say, the first time you find that boss fight casually, like once you finally figure out, oh, I have to actually stand on all 4 pillars, let me figure out how to finally get on top of the one that's in quicksand. Like just finally getting to that fight is an accomplishment, and then getting through it, like, it's a very unique feeling, I feel like.
Yeah,
not a lot of games do that anymore.
I don't recall getting that the first time, but that's definitely one you really have to think about. Just go into the pyramid casually and see, oh hey, there's a hole there, I wonder how to get it. And then put 2 and 2 together that you can ride that platform down. Or obviously you can just be a mega pro and do what Karin's doing here on your left, or on your right.
Just the nice wall kick ledge grab. It's interesting thinking how vital that strat is generally, like wall kicking and then ledge grabbing on top of the wall that you kicked off of. And yet that mechanic, I don't feel like comes up a ton casually, aside from like trying to desperately save yourself from a devastating fall or something. It's just not something you tend to think of casually, but when you're trying to think of how to go as fast as possible, it's a strat that inevitably will come up. All right, now, Wet Dry World 100 coin coming out from Sig here. An exceptionally demanding star. Did I say Wet Dry World?
You said Wet Dry World.
You
were giving me crap earlier.
I mean, I would assume that a very dank cave like Hazy Maze Cave is going to be very wet and dry at the same time. I'm not sure on that. I would need a caveologist. I need to call my cave guy and see what my cave guy has to say about it.
Cereal box coming out with nice CCM.
So anyway, in TikTok clock on Karen's side here, he's going to be talking to a scuttlebug and going to raise it for 12 hours in order to get a power shine.
Well, I didn't know Peachette was in this game.
All right, now, Siglemic just destroying these bats here. See, the world is wet and dry with the blood of Mario's enemies, in this case, bats and the Sniffets. All right. Oh, Karin gonna be taking this BLJ here. Let's see it happen. It's gonna be super intense. You have to maintain a really consistent mash here. Otherwise, Mario will just stop long jumping. Tons of speed.
Get it. Ah!
Oh, not quite.
Just
Nice
couldn't
back.
get through.
And the stream having a little bit of a problem, but looks like we're back up and at 'em.
All right.
This is the blue coin I mentioned earlier that Siglemic is having to deal with here. We'll see if the not IROC, Mr. I. A lot of things named after eyes in this game. We'll see if his coin ends up falling off of his platform or if we have to go chase him. Looks like, yeah, it's going to be right on the ground there. Nice and easy to grab. Meanwhile, Corinne, second attempt at this BLJ here. Let's see it happen. His angle looks good.
Come on, Karin. Ah!
Oh, loses his speed there.
But lots of backup still available. He's going to go for Chris's Miracle.
The quicker picker upper.
Got it.
Yep, I can see it.
Eating that BLJ. Having some more stream difficulties. We are back now. Sig gonna go for the wall clip. He's got it. Nice
Yeah,
job.
just not messing at all with a BLJ. That strat is much, much easier. A simple Mario cam C down, and you're just set up with a perfect camera to just hold up and clip right through there.
And it looks like, no, Karn's gonna go for triple jump box start. Nope. I
Gonna go
take
for
that
the
back.
BLJ
Third
one more
try.
time.
Third try beat the charm. Kinda. This is a little bit different angle than he had last time.
He's ending up out of. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So
Somehow ends up in the basin area with Dory.
So he's got to climb up this.
You know, with a frame perfect jump here, he's finally managed to grab it.
I was commentating a 70-star run the other day where the runner didn't know how to do that. Missed the triple jump onto the island that Sig's going to swish right here. I take that back. He's going for Metal Cat, but didn't know that you could do that and spent like 3 minutes trying to navigate Dory.
Yeah, dealing with Dory in the cavern is a little bit of a pain. And that strat for getting up the island without her is kind of a pain in and of itself with those frame perfect wall kicks. Or just standard jumps.
Right. And you can see Karin is going to go for the route Siglemic went for all along. So unfortunately, just eating some time loss there. Not a ton of time loss. I mean, maybe about a minute total, if that.
Yeah, now Sig with kind of an interesting metal cap red coins route there, going counterclockwise to grab his final reds and then collect the star. As Bajonas was saying last race, it's actually a little bit faster due to how the red coins are placed.
Now he's going to get that island star.
You know, Karin, amazing emergency exit. Is Sig playing the ROM hack? That reverse ROM hack was a unique thing.
Oh, I didn't see what happened with that.
Hack was everything in the game was mirrored. It was like Mario Kart mirror mode.
Oh my gosh!
And so it was very, very disorienting. And it went about as well as you could expect. But it was definitely very entertaining. All right, we've got Karim with his own reds here. Let's see how it goes.
Sig gonna get Chris's Miracle here. I'm sure he's gonna swish this, and he does. So Karin has that in the bag, I believe. Sig all done with Chris's Miracle.
Using that much more traditional clockwise route. Just 1-star difference between these two players.
And they're almost done with their segment, so Karin has made up some ground here.
I mean, this is that basement dominance people talked about, but yeah, his last star being 100 coin, that is going to cost a fair bit of time.
Whereas Sig just has Watch for Rolling Rocks left. He's about to be done and hand the program over to Team Simply's next runner.
You know, let's see how Karin pulls off the rest of the star here. These are looking pretty good so far.
We got Saxstall coming out on Team Simp. They still have a strong lineup in the back half of this run. Simply, who obviously was behind world record and managed to get a world record last night on 120, had an excellent upstairs in his last run. Paracusia, a legend of the 120 star, and Shans, who's also a very talented player. Dwhatever going to be handing the program in a moment over to Chubby, who's a very talented runner in both 70 and 120 star. And then Yale, as well as Zaya, who is a fantastic runner, known quite a bit for his 16-star prowess as well. And obviously the 70-star world record holder, Dwhatever, coming out for Tippy.
We got Karen pulling off the nice BLJ in the middle of his HMC Hunter coin here. As Saxtell begins to work his way through LLL. Let's see these bully stars here. Ledge grab skip coming out for Big Bully, and the ground pound strat has to give him a little bit of an extra kick. A little extra motivation to fall into the lava for him, but Saxtell ultimately very clean execution, complete with 2 long jumps.
Karin about to be done with HMC. Saxstall making quick work of Lethal Lava Land here. One for triple bullies. This can always give people some problems if the bullies don't want to cooperate. And you can see they're not cooperating here.
Backflipping instead of ground pounding there. Holding Z just did a little bit early.
We did have one runner, to Mini Foss who asked, we did have one runner earlier who used an emulator. I think everyone else from here on out will be using N64. You can see, as predicted, Chubby taking over Lethal Lava Land on the right for Team Dwhatever. Saxstall's going to be going for hundreds here.
He's got good shell movement so far here.
Chubby on your right's going to get red hot rolling log. Nice and easy.
A really nice jump there for Saxtell from the triple bully platform.
Putting on a clinic with this shell.
And the eye not quite seeing him there. You have to be looking at the eye when you're passing by it, otherwise he won't actually start following you. And so he just has to grab one extra coin there. Not a bad shell movement there. Albeit the eye was a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, to those in chat who don't know, Simply got world record just last night, a 138.28. The first ever sub 138.5. Congratulations to him. We're going to be seeing him momentarily. He was behind PB pace in going into upstairs and then lost 45 seconds off his PB. I guess gained 45 seconds. Breaking the world record. Chubby with a very good triple bully, all things considered.
Just a ludicrous run last night. And Saxtell having a little bit of a Monka-esque moment there at the top of the volcano. Getting a pole skip where he didn't actually want it. All right, and Chubby just 2 stars left.
So I don't know if this is a troll or not. So Punkay, if you're in the chat, you'll have to tell me if this is you or if this is somebody impersonating you. So I apologize if I'm reading an impersonator. We have somebody claiming to be, and I quote, Pungation with a $50 donation. And I'm just going to read this quote verbatim because I have to. Quote, I'm going to be honest with my chat. There's been a decent amount of times where when I went AFK, I choked the chicken. But it's not really like, it wasn't really planned because, you know, I would go AFK to like get something to eat or something, but then I ... just did it.
And Saxtel attempting to Myths clip through the 30-star door. Commentator just completely breezing over that comment. Even though he knows that it was just it is a Punkation quote, but it's just a direct Punkation quote of Punke being honest with his chat a long time ago.
Ah, I see. That was a $50 donation. Thank you to whoever donated for your kind donation. Chubby cleaning up 100. Lethal Lava Land. Well done. And Saxtal going for what might be my favorite star in this game, DDD hundreds. This is, one of the great separators of this category. Can really make or break a run.
Yep. Just like making sure to choke the chicken before your run can make sure to calm your nerves and ensure that you're fully prepared to start a 120-star speed run.
Chubby gonna get elevator star. Nice job. I would just like to mention that
just moving on through.
I would just like to mention that was electric riffing and not me, in case they get banned.
That's how Simply got world record. Yep, that's how Mafia works. No animals were harmed in the making of this relay race.
I love this triple jump. Ah, never mind, he didn't go for it.
That wall kick is still pretty nice too.
Yeah, it's very
this upcoming triple jump is really clean.
Yeah, this is super nice. You used to long jump there and do like 6 wall kicks in a row. Did he grab it? Yeah, he did grab it. And then you have to front sub for the fans.
Just a casual front sub in the middle of this 100 coin star.
Right. One of the more difficult tricks in the game that most runners don't go for. You are forced to do by the routing.
And then a beautiful blue coin switch that gives you 30 total coins. Tava's saying in chat that Saxel doesn't get enough credit for inventing that wall kick. Here is some credit at least to help recover that.
Well, thank you, Saxdoll, for finding that wall kick. Always gotta give shout outs to the OG originators.
It's amazing trying to think about how many different people were involved in the creation of all the strats you see throughout these runs. Like,
right, no kidding.
Like there's no one person that has completely dominated the single star leaderboards. You have some people that have way more single star records than others, but no one has more than like a third or a half of the total single star records. Everyone has contributed something to the strats that appear in these runs, and that's just awesome to think about, I feel like.
Right, I mean, this is a 24-year-old game now that has changed so radically. I mean, from when I started watching it back in 08, 09, even from a couple years ago. Like, if you would have told me 10 years ago that we'd see a 148 in a race, I'd have called you crazy. Shall be having some problems with front sub here.
He's able to get it after a couple attempts at least.
I'm going for that wall kick, and he's got it.
Nice.
Now he has to do front sub again, after he's just missed it twice. He's got it again. And after all that, Saxdoll's gonna do back sub. Come on, man. He just did front sub.
He doesn't want to leave any potential for front sub to lose time. He's prayed to the front sub gods enough today. He's made his obligatory sacrifice, and he's just done for the day. And speaking of sacrifice, here's Fire Sea. The stage that you have to sacrifice something that you care about before your run for the stage to go well. Let's see. Pretty good pace so far. Not really losing any significant time anywhere.
I mean, these guys have run this 120 category so many times that there's not even anything left to sacrifice. I mean, other than their N64, but that would kind of defeat the purpose.
Well, have you seen Draws's N64?
I have not.
There are major plastic pieces just missing from the thing. Oh,
How does that
Saxel
happen?
messing up the good ending there. I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know how such a thing happens. You would have
Raid
to ask
from
him.
chucking it?
All right, so Sax leaving a little bit of time behind on the ending there. Overall, a nice fire seed with lava boost, but Chubby can make up some time for Team D if he so chooses here. Anyone know if Simply is awake? Based on the fact that he's chatting, I think he might be awake. Just maybe.
Dwhatever is awake and is seeing that his team is in a bit of a hole, but that's all right. Username 13919, presumably because of a 120 star. His username would be in like 4th or 5th place right now on the leaderboard. It occurred to me last night that I think Cheese is out of the top 2 for the first time in like 4 years. Something crazy.
It's been a really, really long time. It's weird to think about. But the game is just the game is changing in a really awesome way to see.
How does Commentator not know who I am? I don't know. Why would I know?
I know who you are, 13919. I'm surprised you didn't get your name changed that you talked about before.
I'm not Mark Zuckerberg. I don't creep on people. Chubby doing Fire Sea here as Saxdal has just wrapped up DDD.
He's got the triple jump. No let's grab there.
I
think he's good for lava boost here. Looks like it.
70-star brain again. Still got 2 more, and then he's going to hand the program off to Team Simp's next runner.
Oh, but Chubby making a similar mistake to what Saxdal did here on the ending. So he's just going to have to go ahead and take a kind of awkward ending here. Sort of bad-ish.
And before
Sax just finishing off the DDD stars real quick.
Related user 42219 coming in with the comment 42219 and dropping several silver medal emotes.
Pepega. We got Chubby, a nice fire sea throw here. Let's see, Saxdal ignoring the Manta for now at least.
No, he just got Manta.
Oh, okay.
Simply is not gone. He's going to be the anchor like for their team. Thank you, Lunar, for the 28 bits. Every bit helps. Literally. Every bit.
He's going to be going for the Vanish Cap star here. As Chubby goes for Manta here. Very risky grab on the second ring there, but manages to make it work.
Yeah, technically you're supposed to get the metal cap on the left, but really no need to do the metal cap.
As long as your swimming is good.
Yeah. Really the only star that you'd quote-unquote need it for is Christmas Miracle and HMC, and obviously we have a skip for that. And we have teleported outside.
Paracusia taking care of BBH for us. And Para has a few single star records for BBH here. And we're going to be seeing at least one of them later on here, Big Boost Balcony. He managed to get one of these tech skips here on the Boo Hunt. Just manipulating the heck out of the camera here.
No kidding. Talked about putting on a clinic earlier. I mean, Paracusa might have to charge us.
He has a little bit of trouble with that, Boo, but making quick work of it regardless. Let's see if he's able to get the tech skip here. Okay. Slide kick, not quite working out the way you wanted it to. Oh well.
I mean, oh darn, only an excellent run.
And I can see chat getting flooded with the rubber band copy pasta. I get it. Just go ahead and fetch your rubber bands by the door. We've got a couple ushers sitting there with baskets full of rubber bands. We'll be right back in just a moment. This message is sponsored by the Rubber Band Company. Rubber bands more exciting than Big Boo's Haunt. We know.
And we've just received breaking news that Speedrun.com is going to be coming out with a 113-star category, which completely skips BBH due to chat response.
Yeah,
Just kidding, y'all are going to suck up and watch.
Press 1 in chat if you have a rubber band. And you're dealing with this the only correct way, the only GSA sanctioned way with the rubber band.
Introducing channel points. What do you mean introducing channel points? Oh, what? Oh, I don't want to send a message in. There we go.
Right now, Chubby entering BBH. Para just making quick work of pretty much all the stars here. Very nice accounting for the Mr. I here. 100 coins in BBH is a very daunting star to learn and to execute well. Like it's very, very demanding. All right, Para almost at the end here. Just a few more coins left.
By the way, Yale has picked up business for Team Dwhatever. They've still got Zaya and Dwhatever left. I mean, that is a killer anchor leg. Unfortunately, they have Simply and Shans to deal with on the other side. And Paracusa running right now, who's a boss at this stage. If there's an SM64-2, the Big Boo is just replaced by Paracusa. You have to fight him because he owns this level.
Yeah, especially after that 6 strat to close off that red star there. That was a strat from the Searmark Ideas video. There's a user in the community, goes by numerous names like Adam Paz, Searmark, Usamune. But they have this video that they come out with every couple years, every year, with various strat ideas for all sorts of stars. And that was one idea that I think Simp was the first one that really picked that up. To triple jump off that wooden just column there. It's a really sick strat and saves a little bit of time. I think like almost a second. I'm not sure.
Paracusa getting merry-go-round star. Of course, you guys probably know that we used to do, quote unquote, used to do 100 coins with that star. There was a really neat star grab where you could get the star while getting a hit on the Big Boo. And then it turned out red coins was faster. Which eliminated that very gratifying moment and instead ruined entertainment to save frames. Because
Blasted entertainment, losing time.
There's some sort of proletariat meme or something. Somebody help me out here. Paracusa with an incredibly clean Boo on top of the balcony.
Yeah, that movement getting up there's a ton of little spots to lose time there, and Para is no stranger to that star.
And people were making rubber band jokes earlier, but like, why would you want to miss this?
Yeah, Team Dwhatever just 2 stars behind.
Yeah, credit to Yale for hanging with Paracusa in this level. Really,
I feel
all
like
of
Team
these.
SimpJones is really bottom heavy with its team. Like the players towards the end are all just really good players. But Team Dwhatever is really matching these guys really well.
I mean, to be clear, I don't want to sound like I'm, making fun of anyone. Everyone in this race is incredibly talented at this game. There's just so many great players playing right now. And as soon as I say that, everyone's, come on, guys, give Miz a break.
Miz is decent. Come on.
Bottom heavy, are you forgetting Mitch 2X OG Cannonless Jones?
I guess I am forgetting Mitch 2X OG Cannonless Jones. Oh, Parrot taking a bit of a ledge grab there. Having some issues going upstairs.
All right, I think I know. I think I know what we need to do, Milo. We got to do a poll. Is Miz talented? Yes or no? Donation poll.
Right
We'll
now,
have enough-
Parrot's
we'll
gonna be
have en-
starting with Snowman's Land here.
We'll have enough money to cure COVID by the end of the night.
And he gets the triple jump right onto that platform yet again. Really nice execution there. Landing that triple jump right on top of that like kind of wooden platform in order to go right into your triple jump off the stone slope. That's a really precise maneuver. It takes a lot of grinding to get reliably.
We're not actually doing the poll, Jacko 98.
He does it yet again, this time for the igloo entry here. We're going to be seeing it one more time, or a similar strat at least, for the 100 coin later on here.
Wait, Miz has only been playing for a month? Jeez. That's incredibly talented. And I mean, that's amazing for only playing for a month.
We got
Hey,
the
you guys
double
need
speed
to
kick
come-
strats coming out from Pierre yet again. Beautiful whirl from the freezing pond. That was amazing execution on that star. All right, now 100 coin coming on out from Paracusia. Gonna go ahead and just punch a money bag right in the face to start this out.
Looking pretty good so far. Gonna head into the igloo here. Yale all done with Big Boo's Haunt. Team Dwhatever heading upstairs. They've got some ground to make up. Was the uptime for Team Simp? I missed it, unfortunately. It was probably like a 108-ish. Do you happen to catch it?
I wasn't able to see it either, unfortunately. That sounds about right, though, a 108.
I'll to answer your question. Team Cheese beat Team Dwhatever in race 1, and Team Simply beat Team Liam in the last race, or Shungite, or whatever their name is.
Right now, Team SimpJones playing really nicely throughout this race as well. With Para with a really nice performance throughout this 100 coin. Missing a couple coins there, but not a huge deal.
I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. Chad is taking no prisoners today. I mean,
I mean, is Twitch chat known for being merciful?
No, but like, I mean, this is a charity marathon. Give some people some breaks.
I think a charity marathon kind of amplifies the vitriolic nature of Twitch chat.
Fair enough. All right, everybody. New rule: you're only allowed to say negative things if you do so in a donation message.
Yeah, raise money for charity if you're gonna be negative.
Remember, everybody, we're here to support Hackensack Meridian Health COVID Response Fund. All of the money raised this weekend goes to helping paying for critical needs like masks and antibody tests, as well as research to support a treatment or cure for COVID-19. So please
like
definitely
Chad is just not happy with our suggestion there, saying no mega lol.
Oh boy. This has been an afternoon. Paracusia is going to go for Breezeless here as he starts PTM.
And then
he's going to miss it.
Oh, not quite far enough.
That's your fault, Twitch chat. If you would have been more supportive, you would have got.
He would have gotten a little bit more height if you would have been just a little bit more supportive. Meanwhile, Yale getting a nice little start on Snowman's Land 100 coin. He will end up encountering some trouble on this 100 coin if you're not more supportive, chat. You got to be supportive. That's the whole name of the game with this marathon.
A charity marathon where chat can make negative donations.
Oh, jeez.
Hackensack just goes bankrupt. They have to shut down the entire health system.
It's because nobody on stream is shirtless. Yep. We need all of our runners on stream to be shirtless as soon as possible. We'll be forwarding that memo to our runners.
I mean, I would go shirtless, but that would kind of defeat the point. Because I don't have face cam. Probably for the best.
I mean, the fact that you're shirtless will carry through over your mic, I'm sure.
Hmm.
Right, pair with some really, really nice stuff going on in TTM.
That's a Charit Me donation. Pay me to watch.
Haha. Right, log wall kicks from Paracusia.
Sick
some
ref
hot
jet.
strat coming out here. I like how in this game mountains can have two notable features. They can either be tall, or they can be cool. And that's it. That's all a mountain can be according to this game.
I mean, what am I thinking? Volcano is in a mountain. I was gonna say lethal lava land. Uh-oh. Kusi, a little trouble. And is this a 100 coins backup?
It looks like it.
Aha! So change of plans from Paracusia.
I'm going to take a little bit of an awkward route through the maze here. Maze movement is just always weird.
Yeah. I mean, I know you've ingrained in my memory how difficult it is to back up that route. Every time now it's like, all right, I gotta mention, it's really difficult because of the lag.
Oh, we got pair with that C up strat there. Nice. You hit C up at a very particular point, and you end up getting a ton of speed there. Meanwhile, Yale missing a wall kick there. And so he's going to fall a little bit down the mountain and lose a pretty fair bit of time there. And falls even further down. I didn't see exactly what happened. I think he got bopped by the fly guy or something.
And now he's going to go for the backup of the Lonely Mushroom. Alright, so players going for two different backups here. But both players having to resort to the backup.
Para with a weird slide there.
There we go. You gotta get out of the slide if you want to get a star. Never made sense to me why they wouldn't just put the star in the slide itself at the bottom. Wonder if there was some kind of issue with the game when they tried to do that.
Who knows? Could be, or they just didn't want to put another star in a box at the bottom of a slide or something. I don't know.
You wouldn't even need a box. Oh, I'm sorry you had to hear that. Oh my goodness. Oh.
The Monka S from the chat coming out.
Oh. Parakusha closing out his segment with the biggest butt clench you have ever seen. We're gonna be moving on to Shan's now. We're gonna get a replay, actually. No, I take that back. We're gonna get a star that he hasn't collected yet. My bad,
It
everybody.
wasn't quite the end of his segment, it looked like.
No, he's still got Monkey in the Cages. He's just gonna casually take a death. Well, couldn't run away from bad RNG forever.
You know, having a little bit of an issue getting to the top of the mountain. Kicks a little bit too soon there.
Both runners going for the same star. Yale having a little trouble grabbing that monkey. I know casually this is horrible to try to grab.
Yeah, you gotta grab him like on a rebound. And then activating this glitch can be a little weird sometimes too. Let's see, looks like Yale's in a good position there. Nope, the monkey's just gonna climb right back up the mountain. Yale's just left waiting here. He ground pounded a little bit too close to the mountain itself. If you ground pound too low, you can soft lock the monkey, and then ground pounding too close to the mountain does this. You just have to wait for them to walk around.
There's actually a really cool strat where you can, I mean, it's tasks only, but you can clip into the mountain and like hit the death floor, up warp, grab the star during the death animations. You don't have to sit here for the star collection. But obviously our runners don't do that because that would be ridiculous to do RTA. Shan's coming in for Tiny Huge Island here.
And let's see his secret starting out here. This is a very finicky star. I feel like part of what causes the problems in THI is that the tiny island is just a downsized huge island model. Like, the tiny island wasn't made to be a Mario stage. It's just a downsized version of an existing Mario stage. So,
I mean, if you want to be technical, it was made to be a Mario stage, but I get
okay. But yeah, like
deal with the bump.
It doesn't feel like it's designed to be platformed in to an extent, and so stars like the secret star here are just really finicky where they don't need to be. Like, the movement from the second to third secret is just so messed up. It's
nice. Artemis64 tagging you saying
we've talked about this, SMH. Chat just going hard with the simp act emotes here. Just absolutely going in with the wagon fingers. Meanwhile, Yale trying the C-up strat, it looked like, but not quite working out for him.
Alright, we have 2 donations while we're looking at some longer stars here. Abelhans donates $1.11 with the comment, negative things. Technically correct. And we have Simply X Cheese donating $10 saying, ship Simply X Cheese.
Alright, that's a ship I can agree with.
Thank you for your donations.
Right, Shan's in the ultimate butt clench stage. And looks like he's playing well, though. Finishing out his 100 coin and his reds nicely done together.
Yeah, THI reds is rough, because, I mean, there's so much that can go wrong. You can fall off at any moment, and it's at the end of 100.
Yeah, I think on my last casual 120 run, like, THI 100s was my last star to do for that very reason.
Oh,
I just kept dying there.
Yeah, THI reds is no fun to try to do casually. I think technically it's the first backup in 70 star, but most people do SL Reds just because it's more consistent.
Right. Yeah, THI Reds is the least time loss backup to do, but it just, if you fail at one time, you're losing so much more time that it's really not worth it.
Right. And we see the transition over to, it's actually going to be Dwhatever taking over next. So she is going to have the anchor leg for Team Dwhatever. Shan's a moment ago missed the clip through the mountain to try to get top of the mountain, or top of the mountain, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
The top of the thing, the landmass that forms a point somewhere.
See that thing, except he would have rolled and collected Box Star instead of Wiggler. Another enemy where you have to do something and then he explodes, but this time it's just bop on his head.
I don't think Wiggler actually explodes. He just keeps walking around after you kill him.
Oh yeah, he kind of
does decrease in size.
Yeah.
And then I think in Mario DS, like, he actually turns red the last time you have to hit him or something. Alright, Shan's a little bit of a Monka S there, but still pulling out the star just fine and not losing any real time.
So I see we have some questions going on in chat. We have 4 teams. Each team has 7 players. They were selected in a draft a couple days ago. So each player is going to take a segment of a 120-star race. And it's going to be round robin here. So Team SimpJones, captained by our new 120 world record holder, Simply. They are 1-0 so far. They are currently in the lead here against Team Dwhatever, who's 0-1. They lost to Team Cheese earlier in this competition. And then I believe the top 2, once all is said and done, because we're playing round robin here, I believe the top 2 are going to have another relay race tomorrow. Is that correct?
That is correct, as far as I understand. And then tomorrow we will also be having a race between each of our major streamers, such as Ludwig, Chillin' Dude, MitchJones, and Mizkif. That'll be in 16 star. So that'll be an awesome race to see as well.
I think I heard something about a quiz.
There's supposed to be a team captain's quiz at some point that I've heard about as well. A lot of events coming up for this Mario 64 Olympics relay extravaganza deluxe.
Really, we could have
awesome.
We could have just filled the weekend up with Mario 64 awesomeness, but we have so much more. Make sure you guys, nice star sync there. Make sure you guys check out the full pace schedule. We have a giant Mario Maker 2 tournament happening tomorrow in the afternoon and evening. Make sure you guys check out that. And then overnight, if you guys are night owls or EU, we have some runs going on overnight. I know I'll have to wake up at 5:30 for a Mario Golf run that I'll be hosting. Blue Candy will be running that.
Yeah, just a ton of awesome runs coming up throughout the online pace. Like, it's been such a great event so far. It's been nice to see how the event has still managed to flourish despite like having this radical change to the online only format.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, would have liked to meet a lot of you guys in person out at Xanadu, but just wasn't in the cards this year. Obviously, you know, we didn't want anyone to have to risk a potential illness, and we want to make sure that our healthcare heroes have enough, you know, ventilators and hospital beds to be able to support everyone that needs it. And of course, we're all doing this in the name of charity. Make sure, if you can, to donate to the Hackensack Meridian Health COVID Response Fund. You can see a donation link down in the description below. Our goal this weekend, 15,000. We are well over halfway there. So we are moving right along with that goal. Let's try to meet that goal this weekend. If everyone right now in our stream donated $1, we'd almost be done. I just want to point that out.
It's always wild to think about. Like, if all the people watching a stream were to donate just some small amount, we'd be already at our goal.
Looks we have a 1-person raid. Make that a 2-person raid. Thank you for joining.
Make that a 6,100 person raid from Stephen Clinton's.
Oh! Well, that escalated quickly.
And encouraging us to date Clint. All right. I mean, Clint is a very dateable man, so that's definitely agreeable.
Well, thank you everyone who has just joined. In case you're just joining us for the first time, well, first of all, welcome to the Global Speedrun Association, but second, welcome to PACE 2020. Usually this is an in-person event, obviously couldn't do that this year, but we are raising money for the Hackensack Meridian Health COVID Response Fund. All of the money donated this weekend going directly to supporting the healthcare heroes on the front line, making sure that they have the equipment that they need to support those suffering from COVID-19. Just $3 pays for a N95 mask for healthcare workers. $10 pays for an antibody test. Please, if you can, support the stream as we are up to 12,000 viewers. Our goal this weekend was 15,000 viewers. If everyone right now donated like $1.20, we'd hit that goal immediately. So please, if you can, support this awesome cause and help our healthcare heroes get the support they need.
Yep, a noble cause to be donating towards for this event. And some awesome runs to see throughout this entire weekend, and especially throughout this relay race. We'll be going for a ton of hours tonight, so be sure to stay tuned for these awesome races coming up.
Yeah,
we still got a pretty close one here, only 4 stars apart. As Team Dwhatever and Shan's working their ways through Wet Dry World.
We will be here at least until midnight with relay races. And then overnight we're going to have some showcase runs. So if you're going to be awake, please support those runners.
Right, Team Dwhatever, a really nice time going through this sort of secret-ish star down in Wet Dry World's town area. And Team Shan's having, or Team SimpJones rather, headed by Shan's having a little bit of an issue on 100 coin. And chat just still going with the date Clint requests. I'm not quite sure how they expect an organization such as the Global Speedrunners Association to be able to date an individual, but I mean, you got to give Twitch chat what they want at a point, I guess. So I'm here to say that we will be dating Clint officially.
Congratulations to the Global Speedrun Association
for entering into a long-term and happy relationship with Clint. Okay, congrats, chat. We did it. An organization is now dating an individual. We're making legal history here, folks.
I mean, we did establish corporations are people, right? So technically.
Yep. All right, let's see how Dwhatever pulls off these reds here to close out this 100 coin. There's always been such a cool transition, I feel like, from 70 to 120 star. Like, you do your 100 coin and 70 star just with Wet Dry World secrets, and it's a pretty decent route, but having to do your 100 coin with the town star here is really, really interesting. Dwhatever not getting his long jump there like he wanted, so having to take this backup movement here. And a really, really clean backup there with that kick. It looks like Shan's went ahead and pulled out Loco Clip here.
This is actually going to be Shan's last star before he hands it over to Simply for the anchor leg. Of course, Simply in his world record yesterday. For those of you just joining us, Simply, who's the captain of Team SimpJones, put up a 138.28, the first ever sub 138.5, the new world record just last night. And he had an amazing tippy. And he's going to be given a fairly sizable lead going into Tippy, so you got to think Team SimpJones the favorite to take this one.
Yeah, it's worth noting though that I think that this is the smallest lead that a team has had going into Tippy throughout these relay races so far. So we'll see if Team SimpJones is able to go ahead and hold it together throughout those last couple of stages. But Shans is going to be handing over a really, really nice lead. It's going to be very hard for Team Dwhatever to overcome here.
Whoa, hold on. Where were we?
We were in the middle of a race.
No, I'm trying to... We just got bombarded with donations. I'm trying to figure out what the last one I read was. I think it was Simply X Cheese. All right.
Whoa, hold on.
Hold on, everybody. We got a lot of donations to get through. While Simply is going to smash TTC hundreds here. Anonymous, $15. Thank you for the donation. Anonymous, $10. Thank you for the donation. Swordfish 101 with $1 says, shut up and take my dollar, winky face. Pretty with $2 says, date Clint. Lad named Maxwell with $6.90, nice, says, any dank keks mind if I clean up a bit? Clean, 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 clean. Clean, 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 clean. Thank you for your donation. Anonymous with exactly $1.20. I see what you did there. Date Clint with $10. Katie with $3. Blob Guy with $10 says a smiley face. Anonymous $1. Anonymous $3. RG Longhorn 54 with $10 says date Clint. Method DNB with $1 and a description that I will not read on stream. Thank you everybody for your donations, and as predicted, Simp destroying TTC 100.
That TTC 100 was clean, 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 clean.
Oh my god, I'm exhausted.
Dwhatever, unfortunately, not getting Woko clip, not quite a clean, 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 clean run anymore.
Dirty, 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 dirty. Soiled it. Soiled it. Soiled it.
Soiled it.
Soiled it.
D going to be finishing off his leg of the relay race here, his second race, with Wing Mario over the rainbow, taking a death. That's not a death. That is a fall right out of the castle into the moat.
Oh no! Oh, that is a giant time
dirty.
And that would be an immediate reset, but he can't reset because the race. She is gonna have quite a bit of a hole to climb out of. SimpJones doing work in TTC, getting pit in the pendulums. Oh my goodness, you hate to see it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Simp is really putting this race behind him at this point. He's just working his way through the two stages that he knows pretty much best at this point.
I mean, these are two incredibly difficult stages, but he is making super quick work of them. Is there any particular reason why they're doing TTC before Rainbow Ride? Because I know we do Rainbow Ride first in 70 and then TTC.
It has to do with when you're leaving Wing Mario over the rainbow, you're able to hit the clock at a particular point in its rotating cycle. So like obviously like where you hit the clock has to do with how the parts of the stage are moving.
Right.
And so like going from Wing Mario, you're able to hit the clock at a very convenient point where the parts of the stage are moving exactly as you want them to be, so you're not losing any time. Whereas like it would just be a little bit unnecessary to go immediately from Wing Mario over to Rainbow Ride, because you would end up with the same sort of situation just from the opposite side of that lobby area.
I see.
So it just makes a lot of sense to go into TTC after Wing Mario, just because the clock is already going to be aligned to about where you want it anyway.
I gotcha.
We got the up clocks coming out in chat. Some really, really clean movement coming out for time jumps on moving bars from Simp. Taking a bit of a ledge grab there, but nice firstie there. That strat like totally changes when you get a firstie, and it's kind of hard to account for sometimes. But you can see right there, Dwhatever, as soon as he exited Wing Mario, he just long jumped in. Oh, sorry, Shia. When Shia long jumped in side flip, as soon as he entered the clock there, the shirt's off. Oh,
Simply
boy.
means business, ladies and gentlemen. Business has just picked up.
Rainbow Ride doesn't know what's coming.
Simply with an entire TTC as a lead, but he is not letting off of the gas pedal.
Let's see here. This left side lactic bounce here. And it works nice. He's on the very edge of the wooden plank, but it works out. Not going to be messing around with the glitchy pole grab there, just taking his extra jump.
And see, it's because he took his shirt off. He took his shirt off for extra power.
Definitely. He went Super Saiyan here. He leveled up. All right, now Simp trying for this fly guy first here. Missing one of the coins. That's okay, though. You can see Shia just working his way through TTC at this point. A lot of really fast starters right in a row.
I mean, if you're going to be down an entire level, this would be the level to pick, right?
Yup. I think it's pretty much the shortest level to get every single star, and there might be 1 or 2 levels that's like a few seconds shorter. But you can get every star in here very quickly if you're good enough. All right, Simp opening up the cannon real quick on his way up to 100 coin glory here. Let's see what kind of carpet tricks Simp decides to opt for this time. We saw some nice triple jumps into ground pounds.
You always have to be careful on this carpet because if you get the coin right before the camera changes, you have to jump back for it. I saw once a record over a minute ahead of world record pace get ruined because the runner had to jump back for that star and missed it.
Yeah, dealing with camera changes when stars spawn is always a bit iffy.
Will Shia do carpetless? I mean, he might have to. I don't know if he's gonna get it first try.
Getting it first try would just be completely legendary. I'd highly doubt something like that, but
I don't think he's gonna go for it. He should. It'd be fun to watch.
he should throw his run just for us. Throw for content.
Objectively, he should do it for the fans, but realistically, I don't think he's going to.
Simp donning his Mario mask for the fans. Alright, Simply has the 100 coin star in hand, just has to wait around for the carpet to go all the way up top now. And Shia going for moving reds here.
For the
A little bit out of
fans.
necessity.
Oh,
He dies right under the star.
Oh, now he's getting stuck. Oh no.
There it is. Let's see who's able to get the back up. Alright, Simp, second try Lakitu bounce here. This time going for the cannon. And he makes it work just fine. That side flip based Lakitu bounce from the left side is just really, really weird to get down. Simp having a little bit of an issue with the ship movement, but making things work overall.
She with the glitchy wall kick to get his rainbow ride started.
Alright, making his way over to the ship here.
Put those pits away, Simply. We don't want to
Okay,
get
wait,
banned.
what's going on?
Oh my god. Oh my
Glitchy bomb
god.
grab.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He's doing it.
He's doing it.
Okay, he doesn't quite get... Wait. That's hands-free. He's got hands-free. He's going towards the warp.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's see. Oh, the bomb blows up before the warp. He's left with pretty much nothing to do here. I think he's just gonna have to go ahead and grab res as a backup or something.
Yep.
That was intense. I can't believe he was about to go for that.
He knew what he had to do if he didn't go for it. I mean, I don't really see any way that Simply is going to blow a 5-star lead here. Now the question is he going to go for it again? Because, I mean, if you miss there again, in theory you could long jump, get swinging in the breeze.
I feel like maybe a second attempt could be justified, maybe. But I don't know. Well, okay, he's going to be going for a different star at least first. 100 coin here. And I think that pretty much tells us that he's not going to be going for it again. Because you do have to do 100 coin a bit differently if you decide not to. If you end up getting carpetless, I mean.
Well, he went for it, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean,
that's all you can go for, yeah. That's all you can give him credit for.
That is possibly the first time ever that we've had a carpetless attempt in a race. Because
I would say that's about right.
I'm sure runners don't go for it in their runs. Like, I'm fairly certain Simply didn't get in his world record last night.
Oh no, he got 2 carpetlesses. You didn't even know? Wow.
Oh wow. He was such a boss, he collected the star again. That bomb is going to jump off the ledge just to ensure that it is not part of Shia's reign of terror. Saw what happened to one bomb, and he's like, nope, I'm out. Simply onto Bowser in the Sky. Their last run was a 148, I think 40? So I mean, right on that pace again. Actually about 30 seconds ahead of it. Who are these commentators?
It's a nice run for Team Sim.
I am Natacola, joined by the walking encyclopedia of SM64 Electric.
I don't know if I would say walking encyclopedia. Maybe walking tourist shop almanac or something. I don't know.
Shia, I think, has rage quit.
That's about what it looks like.
He's thinking about his life.
Focusing right on the house area. He might just be on the carpet. I think that might be carpet movement.
Oh, he's on the carpet. I see. I was too preoccupied with Simply nailing Bowser in the Sky. So casual of reds, there's not even anything to say.
I'm gonna chat confirming that that sky-based carpet angle was just to reduce lag.
See.
And Simp has his 120 stars. He's gonna be throwing Bowser around the arena real quick. First throw is good to go. Let's see this next one here. Also, nice throw, laser focus. Let's see the third one here. I think it's a little too far right. You can see the mold, just a little bit of molding there.
And he's frustrated. He knows what it takes to hit 3 in a row. I think he did it in the last race. He did it last night in his new world record. But he's got to be happy. He has captained a team to 2 straight wins. Well done.
Yeah, GG's to Team SimpJones. 2 wins in their relays so far. A very quick crowd favorite.
Simp is doing some kind of, is that TikTok dance? Tossing money, virtual money, and I can confirm I've just received a donation for $0 from Simply. I'm just kidding, Simply donated earlier quite a bit of money, so thank you very much for that.
Yeah, Big Sip Industries always representing on Simply's face cam here.
And I have just received another swath of donations, so let's read those since this race is wrapped up. We have $200 from Anonymous, no message, so thank you very much. MKX Injustice donates $10, says hope this helps. Every bit does. $10 is enough for an antibody test to help somebody that may or may not have COVID-19, so thank you very much. It certainly does. Anonymous with $10. Date Clint with $10. Ryder Liengle with $1.20 says, I miss Xanadu aside from the weekly events I helped the vendor at Pace last year. I don't have much to give, but this is for a great cause and every little bit counts. I know Colin personally. I know he's a little tight on money right now, so I definitely appreciate your donation. Imperial with $3 says, thanks for all you do, heart. Anon Doc says, donates $5, says, as a resident doc on the front lines, appreciate the event and support for us. Thank you very much. All that you do, all of our health heroes. My Hot Bowl of Soup donates $20, says, Clint refuses to date me. Can you please give me some advice on how to seduce him? You've come to the wrong place, my friend, but thank you for your donation. Anonymous with $5. Donut Master Forever with $20 says, let's pop off on donations, guys. Anonymous donates $5, says, date Clint. Handpicked by Tim with $5 says, add Clint Stevens on Snapchat for weird. Map1E donates $1.69. I assume that's Maple. Says, yep clock, 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 yep clock. Barf Ghost with $64. Thank you very much. Says, smoke Pete every day. That's not nice. Pete's nice. Don't smoke him. Anonymous with $10. Serious ASL with $10 says, noise. Anonymous donates $1, says, carpet tricks heart. And Anonymous with $3 says, carpetless is the cure for COVID. It's very true. We haven't got carpetless in the race yet, and that's why we still have COVID. And just in breaking news, Jameer Zero Qual with $25, no message. Thank you guys so much for your donations. We are at $8,900, almost at $9,000. Shortly, we're going to take a short break. I don't know if we're going to wait for Shia to finish or not. Probably check donate. We're going to have an announcement at the start of the next race from Badronis and Tabaskoth. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And it looks like Zaya or Shia is all done here.
You're just about done. A couple
Tried
minutes
a long
away
jump.
from the.
Worth a try.
Yeah, good effort there. Nice time save.
I mean, all things considered, Team Dwhatever was in quite a bit of a hole. They are gonna muster out about a 153, 154 here. That's nothing to scoff at. Shia was phenomenal in relief here. So let's see if we can get 9,000, over 9,000 before, I don't know, 7:30? Is that enough of a goal?
I feel like it's a nice goal.
Yeah, we can do that.
Anything
get
is
some money during
possible
the
with
break
Magic
here.
Twitch chat.
Yeah. Come on, Twitch chat. Let's get another donation bomb that I can read during the opening cutscene next run. We're gonna have Team SimpJones. No, Team D. What? Crap! I forgot who's next.
So the next race will end up being between twitch.tv/Dwhatever and Shungite.
Nice.
So basically Team D versus Team Liam.
Liam Punke Zufi, is that how you pronounce that? Benji, Dark Dog, Proto Man, Chillin' Dude, all fantastic runners.
Yup.
I remember Benji tearing up our 70 Star League, actually came in 3rd place overall. Announcement coming up at the start of the next race, and hopefully I'm going to have some donations to read. Spam me with donations, big or small, I don't care. Donate $1 100 times, make me read stuff. It's for charity.
Yep. We'll be right back, folks. Team Dwhatever versus Team Shungite. So stick around, folks. I'm electric, super hyped to calm the next race. We'll be right back.